Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
There is never a bad time for some good friends.
Dude, I'm in the bathroom. Get out of here.
This is the Ace and Friends radio show.
I just did that to see Rick's reaction. He brought that back today.
Toilet noise.
I know. Is that what it is? The toilet noise that bothers you so much?
Yeah, you're not a toilet humor guy.
I'm not a toilet humor guy.
You're not.
I don't like, it's not really my thing.
But it's funny.
Yeah. My wife doesn't understand that either because she got it from her dad. She finds fart humor hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, hilarious.
Well, she might love that then.
Just farting to her is hilarious. Constantly, all the time. It's kind of her reputation in the family. And it comes from her biological father, found it humorous. And this is kind of a weird thing.
Reminds me of Daddy.
You would not look at her and think that that's the type of thing that she finds funny. Yet, hilarious.
Yeah, and I would assume you would like toilet humor, but I know you, and you don't.
I don't. Exactly. I don't know what that means that you would assume that I would, but I don't.
Well.
And that's what. And she's even was telling somebody the other day. Maybe she was talking to Dax or whatever. She was like, "Oh, your dad never finds it funny." You know, and she told somebody that what she hates is if she farts real good one time, and I don't even acknowledge it. Like she's like, sometimes it can be like, "That's funny." I'm like, it's not.
Yeah.
And it is. And you would never ever look at her and think, oh, that's what she finds amusing.
No.
But alas.
But now, I can't look at her without thinking of that.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's right. All right.
Coming up on Ace and Friends. Ace and Friends.
All right, fun, funny, and fast. This is the, what is today? Thursday edition of Ace and Friends. Okay, a lot of stuff happening today. We'll find out just in a couple of minutes why marriage is so hard. Plus, why sexy time is like walking a trail. We've got a couple of fun new games to play today. If they work, we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Could be a disaster. Could be a beautiful disaster. I don't know. But Riggins told us a little factoid earlier today that I had never really thought about until this morning. And it affects Technique Rob the most. Next.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. We're here with our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies, and he's ready to save you some money, get you some money with an instant equity line of credit. How does that work, Richard?
Best product ever. We take a little bit of your information. We find out if you get an offer or not. If you get an offer, you can decide what you want to do. Get your money 4 days later. Pay off credit cards. Do home improvements.
I've done it. It's super simple. And again, start to finish, 4 days, you get your money. HomeWithRichard.com is where you get the process started. It's HomeWithRichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Ladies and gentlemen, we take pride in presenting.
This is Ace and Friends.
Stop. We've already got to get into something. Side note. Right as we were coming back on the air, Riggins said, oh, I think I found how to fix your radio problem. So let me explain the problem because it drives me crazy. Anytime I get in my car, say I was listening to music on my phone on a Tuesday afternoon at 1 o'clock, and for whatever reason, I don't leave my house until Thursday night at 7. The moment I get in my car, and I haven't listened to an ounce of music in the meantime, and the moment my phone connects Bluetooth-wise into the car, into my 2015 vehicle, immediately, boom, the song that was playing from 2 days ago pops up and starts playing. And it's not even it's not even open. My Apple Music, my Spotify, it doesn't matter. Either one. The last one is not open. And I can't get it to stop doing that. If it's a podcast, it'll go to the last podcast.
Yeah, mine.
What's happening?
Mine does my alarm noise. Like it's a specific song. Every time I have the same problem.
Yeah.
It connects and it plays my alarm noise every time I get in the car, which is so annoying.
If it's neither one of those, it's the first song alphabetically in my list, which begins with an A. It's a song by a guy named Tom Kiefer called "A Different Color," and I hate it because I hate that song now because I could. Have you ever wake up? And I click and I go. That's the first line of the song. Right? It was the A Team until I think I deleted that the A Team by Ed Sheeran. I didn't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, the first line of the song is, "Did you ever wake up and the sun wasn't shining on you?" That's as far as I get.
Oh yeah, that's not even a fun.
Oh, it's a ballad. It takes me. That's how long it takes me to get to the phone and flip through to get it cut off.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you say I can fix it now.
Well, a woman shared her frustration, and she's like, takes your attitude times 100. It drives her nuts. So what she did, she downloaded a YouTube video. It's like 10 hours of silence. Renamed it AAA 123. Put it in parentheses. And then uploaded it to her music library just to have silence when the car starts. And I thought, now I don't know if it's always alphabetically for you.
Yeah.
Hers is.
You know what? The only thing that bothers me about that is that doesn't actually solve the problem.
No.
It fixes the problem.
Yeah, there's no solving that problem, I don't think.
And there's my, that fixes the problem. It doesn't solve the problem. And that's what bothers me. Is that the car has one up on me because I can't figure out how to solve the problem.
Yeah.
But I will consider doing that.
Yeah.
It does make some sense.
It drove her crazy.
Yeah, I get it. It would absolutely drive. It's driving me crazy.
And then another woman stitched it and she goes, I make sure it always goes to the Shania Twain song. So every time her car starts, it says, "Let's go, girls." And she's like, it's just a fun way. It's a fun way to start.
More Ace and Friends coming up.
Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue, and never once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do the higher end shots.
Now 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
This is Ace and Friends.
So Riggins told us something today that he's known since he was 15, but you never really discuss it.
Yeah, it's so gross.
That's the reason, is the grossity of it.
Yeah.
If that may be a word.
The grossity.
The grossity.
We got it.
Yeah. But it's very important, and you saw somebody point this out on TikTok. You went, okay, like now it's out in the open, I can mention this to other people.
Yeah, he points out that's never put your food in that front section of your grocery cart.
The little tiny section where a kid would sit.
Yeah, where the leg holes are, because kids will sometimes have blowouts or in their diaper, and it will leave remnants on that little section. And I knew that from working in a grocery store when I was a young kid. And you go occasionally
collect the buggies, and there it is. Yeah.
You'd have to rinse them off, and
then Tech D Rob pointed out when he goes to the grocery store, all his food goes in there because you're only getting 3 or 4 things every time, 2 or 3 things, right, Rob?
The only thing that might not go in there is like a 12-pack of soda or something because it just doesn't fit up there.
But why does it all go there? Why not?
I mean, it's right in front of me. I don't have to reach into the cart.
It saves any bending or reaching.
Yeah. It's all. I'm not getting a lot of stuff anyway.
Right.
Typically.
So does this new information affect you in any way?
Yeah. I don't think I can. I just won't use a cart anymore.
Yeah.
I'll just
I told y'all when I was single and going to the grocery store like 5 times a week because I was just going to get a couple things. It was on my way home. I would whip in, and sometimes I would whip in and just make a big old salad that would cover lunch and dinner, or I would just go in and buy like a pack of chicken, and it'd be like chicken, peanut butter, and a bag of chips. Done. I was fed for the next couple of days. But I never got the buggy. It was always just a little handheld plastic thing.
Little basket.
But we have a cover thing that makes a spot for Dax to sit, but it kind of covers all that stuff. So he doesn't get anything on it, and it doesn't get anything on him, and also prevents anything from falling through the buggy all the time.
Yeah.
But it fits down in there, then wraps over the back and over the front.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, they didn't have that. Like I said, they didn't have it when Peyton and Cade were born. In the '90s. Well, Cade was born in the 2000s. Peyton in the '90s.
Yeah, no, that was not a thing.
That didn't exist. But I saw it and went, "Wow, isn't that smart?"
Mm-hmm.
But when I go to the grocery store now, I will remember that.
And people always typically go to the produce section first because it's right there in the front of the store.
And you say, well, it's in a bag. Your produce is in a bag. That bag is so thin.
Very thin bag.
It's very thin, and sometimes it's a cantaloupe.
I wish I would have never known this.
Yeah, sorry. I know. I kept it to myself for years.
You tried. I get it.
Coming up on Ace and Friends. Ace and Friends.
One of the greatest good news stories we've ever had, thanks to a 9-year-old kid in Oklahoma. Next.
Ace and Friends.
All right, look at us back here again with Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Company. You like that, don't you?
Well, it's really Ricardo.
So we tell you all about Richard all the time about what he can do for you, especially when it comes to this instant equity in your home.
Yeah, the instant equity thing is just awesome. You get an offer. I don't have to hard pull your credit. I don't even need your social security number. It's simple. We make you an offer. You can move. You can, if you want to get less or you want to do the terms different. It's so easy. It's all electronic. You can close the same day. Get your money 4 days later. We have a lot of listeners calling in, taking care of debt that way. We have people adding, backyard barbecues, whatever they need.
Now, listen to that. You call in, they set it up, your money's there 4 days later. It's all done essentially in one day, and you're just waiting on the cash. It doesn't get any better or any easier than that. And it all starts by going to homewithrichard.com. That's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
It's the news, but this time, it's all good. This is the good news with Ace and Friends.
I don't know that we've had a good news story that is this good in a while. It starts with a 9-year-old in Oklahoma. His name is Branson Baker, Branson. And he saved his parents over the weekend. Remember Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska? They were just overrun with those incredible tornadoes the other day. He and his parents were in a truck. Their truck was lifted up and tossed into some trees. He was okay, but his parents, both parents, were seriously injured. He's 9 years old, remember. They suffered breaks to their back, neck, ribs, and various other bones. But they are alive and recovering after he sprinted a full mile in the dark to get help. This is his uncle describing what happened.
One of the most horrific things I've ever seen in my life. And the only way he found his way back is lightning strike. Every time there's lightning strike, it would light up the road. So he ran as fast as he could, as hard as he could. He probably made a mile in 10 minutes. The last thing Branson told to him is, "Mom, Dad, please don't die, I'll be back." Is the last thing he said to him.
Wow.
And he saved their life. He ran to a neighbor's house. Neighbors came, took Branson back. They got him to a hospital. The family expects them to make a full recovery. Wow. Here's the icing on the cake. So people are donating on GoFundMe to help out. And Branson's Little League team also held a fundraiser during their game on Monday. Guess what happened during the game?
Another tornado?
No.
Oh.
The 9-year-old Branson goes yard. Hits a home run during the game. I mean, that's like
amazing.
That's like the cherry on top of the whole story. That's so awesome. But imagine he's 9, running a 10-minute mile in the dark, and with these incredible storms happening all around him. And the only way he saw the road while he was running, because it's in a rural area, was the lightning would strike, and that would show him the road path ahead of him.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Holy cow!
Saved his parents' lives.
Incredible.
Yeah. It really is. It's amazing and unbelievable. But that is the good news.
Coming up on Ace and Friends. Ace and Friends.
Why sexy time in a relationship is like walking a trail. I didn't write this. I wish I had. But I promise you, you will never forget what I'm about to tell you. You will take stock of your own relationship and think about this. You may even go home and share it with your significant other. This could be life-changing stuff. It's that good. Coming up next on Ace and Friends.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate
And years of research.
we've decided great furniture
Is good fitting?
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
This is Ace and Friends.
I am about to change the way you look at your relationship, specifically the way you look at the sexy part of your relationship. Thanks to a radio friend of ours named Tom, who works in Greenville, South Carolina. This is not my doing. I cannot take credit for it. I have to give credit where credit is due. Because he shared this, and I think it's genius. Here we go. Sexy time is like hiking a really exciting trail. The first time you hike that trail, it's lots of fun. And you learn and explore all of these little side trails and lake views and very cool water mills and scenic places that you don't know. And after a while, the trail becomes more familiar, but there are still occasionally surprises that delight you and keep you interested. But after a bit longer of time of only hiking that same trail, you start to get a little bored with the trail. It still gets you where you want to go, but no more surprises, no more mysteries or new things to learn. Other trails begin to look interesting, and you recall some of the other trails you hiked when you were younger. Some of those trails were more exciting, but mentally draining. Others weren't as good as your new trail, but you still enjoyed the variety. But you've sworn to only ever use this trail that you are on now. And eventually, some people sneak out and travel other trails. Some stay faithful, but begin to resent the trail that they have to use. Others are content with their chosen trail, but just don't use it as often, except when they need it to get them where they need to go. They just don't go out and hike to explore anymore. They have a routine, and there isn't the same excitement. And some people aren't very imaginative and love the old trail because they don't think about any others, and they're very happy. Where are you in your life, in your relationship?
That's good.
Yeah.
Really good.
There's that trail, and it's so exciting in the beginning.
Sure.
You cannot hear that and not think, let me see, how am I in my trail?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good analogy. So what do? Do you continue to walk that trail? Well, is that the right thing to do?
I think it just depends on your situation.
Sure.
I think, maybe sometimes you got to look and go, let's really explore this trail. I bet if we explored this trail hard enough, we'd find some new areas in which to travel.
Yeah. Oh, look, I'm on a new trail, a.k.a. a 25-year-old.
No, I didn't. That's not what I meant.
Oh.
I meant like with the person you're with.
Oh. Yeah, well, that too.
Explore something new or whatever.
Yeah.
Or maybe you start to discuss like, I can't really change it, but I can't change this trail. But if I could, what would make it great?
Yeah.
Like, what would your fantasy trail look like?
Yeah, another trail right next to the trail we're on.
More Ace and Friends coming up.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, we take pride in presenting.
This is Ace and Friends.
You ask anybody who's been married for a while, and they'll tell you, most people will, look, marriage is hard. It's not easy. But one person on TikTok asked a simple question. They just threw it out there for a variety of answers, but this one answer kind of stood out to us. Why is marriage so hard? Here's her question.
People who are married, stitch this and please.
Yeah, marriage is hard because when I am like, oh man, I'd really like an ice cream sandwich, and I go and get an ice cream sandwich, it turns out my husband ate 11 out of 12 of them from the 12 pack. So I have to go back to Grocery Outlet to get another 12 pack of ice cream sandwiches. And then by the time I'm home, I swear to God, he's already eaten like 4 of them, and he's not even in the car with me. So I'm like, dude, where are all the ice cream sandwiches going? And he says, well, I've only had 2. And I'm like, well, I'm not going crazy. I'm not eating all the ice cream sandwiches. So, and we have no kids. We just have dogs, and they don't know how to use the freaking freezer. So I don't know where all the ice cream sandwiches are going or why I'm spending so much money on ice cream sandwiches.
And that's why marriage is hard.
Yeah.
Because you just got to learn to live with these things.
Mm-hmm.
I opened the pantry, Tuesday, and there was the box of Cheez-Its, the tiny bags of Cheez-Its, and it come in a variety. Some are crisps, some are different flavors. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Little tiny bag of Cheez-Its.
Sure.
Just for a little snack. Don't want to blow my diet, just want to have a little snack. And I reached up, and as I touched the box of Cheez-Its, I went, oh
no.
Who leaves the empty box in here?
What is that?
You know, you see it, and you're like,
what is that?
Oh, I have a little bag of Cheez-Its. And when you grab the box, it's empty. Why is the empty box of Cheez-Its in the pantry?
Yeah, that's annoying. And didn't she hide stuff from you one time?
Yeah.
Because she thought you were eating too many of them?
That flavor of Girl Scouts cookies that she loves. She was like, here's just going to eat all these. So I'm going to hide them. And she hid them right at my eye level. And I was like, are you hiding these? Is that why they're underneath this apron thing right here? It's right in front of my face. I can clearly see them.
Yeah. So you're telling me you're just supposed to accept and live with these things? Is that that's what you're saying?
Sometimes.
Oh.
Because sometimes you say things like, hey, could we, if you're going to leave it empty, could you throw that away? Could you just throw it away? It's because the thing's right next to yeah, okay, whatever.
But what if the trash is too high?
But then, sometimes if you're saying something and this other person believes you're talking too loud, they won't be as kind. They'll just say things like, shh.
Yeah. Not you, but somebody.
I don't know who that person is.
It could happen.
And you want to hear something I hate in my life? Is it shh?
Yeah. Oh.
Because there's a baby sleeping in the house.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Because I'm downstairs and I'm like, wait, the baby.
You get shushed?
I'm old and I can't hear. I'm too loud. Or she'll say, I'm right here.
That's better than go, shh. I would go through the roof. I'd go through the roof.
Ace and Friends.
Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And never once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers.
Ace and Friends.
Okay, so I just made this admission to everyone. Sometimes my wife will give me a shh because I talk loud. Well, to her, I talk loud. She has incredible ears. I mean, she's much younger than me. She has great ears. And I've told her many times, I know that I'm a loud talker. one, I'm kind of an excitable person. Two, I'm obviously much older than you, and I've spent 30 years doing radio with headphones on every day, and then I've spent 20 years being in a band. I just like music loud, and it's affected my hearing. So sorry.
So you're louder because of that.
I'm louder because of that, and I was loud to begin with. Yeah. And I realize that I don't intend to. It's not anything intentional. But yeah, so sometimes she'll go like, shh. Like if the baby's asleep upstairs, and sometimes if it's not, she'll go, I'm right here. And Riggins, it does drive me crazy. But I'll tell you what I do. Sometimes I do this, and I handle it in a very adult way. I do this. I go, ooh. Make me so mad. Just so I let you know, I hate that so much when you do that.
Getting shushed as an adult, because that doesn't happen like in everyday life. Like no other adult shushes you that often. But God, that would send me.
No other adult better ever shush me.
That would send me through the roof.
Yes,
through the roof. Shh. Oh no.
Yeah, and it's not that long. It's not that long. And the hand kind of tempers it a little bit. Like it's like shh. Like keep it down. The baby's sleeping. I know that's the baby sleeping sign. Like, keep it down. Shh.
Which is worse, a shush or a
Ooh, I don't know.
Good question, Ron.
When does the come in?
I don't know. Maybe instead of a shush, you could do that. Like the baby's sleeping.
Okay, yeah,
something like that.
I think the is worse.
I think it is too.
That's worse because one is just like, hey, you're just being loud because the baby's sleeping.
Adjust your volume.
It's like, hey, maybe I forgot the baby's sleeping. If she were to go that's like, I don't know if it's more than one thing. Yeah. Like you're loud and stupid. Or you're loud and shouldn't be talking right now.
Yeah, stop talking.
I don't want to hear what you have to say. Yeah. One is just, I want to hear what you have to say. It's a softer voice because the baby's sleeping. As like, you're clearly dumb and I do not want to hear you.
Mm-hmm.
So Rob, when are you married to getting married?
Yeah.
when are you getting engaged to somebody?
Come on, man. Yeah.
More Ace and Friends coming up.
Our friend, the world famous Richard Toccato is here with us. And thank you so much for reaching out to Richard. He's telling us all the time about how many listeners are reaching out and saying, hey, show me about that refi, and let's do some stuff like that. That's the way you put it, though. Show me about that refi.
Show me about that refi.
What you got about that refi? The cool thing is Ace has said, we have a lot of options, and we have I'm doing refinances for people. We have people down in Greenville, North Carolina. We have them all at the beach at South Carolina. We have them in Charlotte. And the main thing is to refinance, make their finances better, take the stress of every month. If I save them $700 a month, $800 a month, it's a big deal for them.
Yeah, it's a real big deal. $700 a month. That's fantastic. And again, we've talked about this before. Richard's a broker. That's how he gets more options than a bank. He can do more. Just go to homewithrichard.com to get started. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
When it comes to buying or selling a house, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
Ladies and gentlemen, we take pride in presenting.
This is Ace and Friends.
I can almost promise you will not understand every word of what you're about to hear. And that's not something that people on the radio should really say every now and then. A broadcaster should never go, I'm about to play you something that you're not going to understand. But you're not. But that's part of the fun of what you're about to hear. Let me kind of set the tone for this viral TikTok. A guy is sitting on the bed looking at his phone or remote. I'm not sure what he's looking at. And his wife or girlfriend is telling him that she put tuna in his dinner and he hates fish.
Exactly.
That's the idea. All right, here we go.
Paul,
Yeah.
did you like dinner today?
Yeah, why?
Did you?
Uh,
No. Try something new.
what?
Secret ingredient.
What?
Tuna.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't, Morgan. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Just with a finger.
You didn't do that.
You didn't do that.
You didn't do that, Morgan.
You didn't do that. Yeah.
Morgan, you did not. You didn't do that.
So do we know what his accent is?
I think that's just UK, like maybe a certain area of the UK, but Morgan, you didn't do that.
No, you didn't, Morgan. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I mean, what's wrong with her anyway? I'm trying to slip secret ingredients. I mean, I totally get it, but what are you doing, Morgan? No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't, Morgan.
That's like when my mom tried to pass zoodles off on me one time. She goes, Did you like dinner?
Yeah, no.
I guess. What was wrong with it?
They're zoodles. That was pretty good, though, Ace. You did a pretty good. You're not typically known for doing good accents.
I'm not good at accents. No. Well, what you think is just a generic?
I think it's just
no, you didn't.
Rough tumble UK. You know, bro.
No, you didn't, Morgan. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't, Morgan. No, you didn't. Tell me you're lying.
So what's the difference in the Australian accent is more? It's a lighter.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Right.
We're out in the bush, yeah. We got scorpions.
Yeah, right. Put another shrimp on the barbie.
You always go shrimp on the barbie. Shrimp on the barbie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, right.
All right, yeah. Crikey, yeah, sure.
Look, I'm getting that's two. I'm down two today.
Steve Irwin here?
Yeah. No. How do they say that?
Okay, so then what would Irish be?
Irish is tough.
Scottish, whatever.
Yeah, they are two different.
They're very different.
Okay, no Scottish then.
Scottish is very. How do you do a
Scottish? Oh, very.
Yeah, very.
Very.
Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
This is Ace and Friends.
Right, there is something that Gen Z loves that maybe millennials might be into, but older generations, Gen X and boomers, will never, ever understand. And that is FaceTiming while sleeping.
Yeah.
All right, so you're millennial, Riggins.
Yeah.
You don't get it.
I don't do that, no.
You're more of an old soul millennial anyway.
Yeah.
Rob, is it something you understand at all?
I'm sorry, what was it?
FaceTiming while sleeping.
No, thank you. That's stupid.
Okay. It is quite the thing, though, among Gen Z. And it's setting FaceTiming with your significant other, and then going to sleep, and it just being on all night.
Yeah.
And they gain some type of comfort from being able to wake up and know that the other person is right there.
That's stupid.
Yeah, Donnie Wahlberg was just in the news last week for
That's
this.
what it was.
I forgot about that.
He said him and Jenny McCarthy do it all the time. I was like, that's ridiculous. Especially because they're not millennials at all. They're, Gen Xers.
Gen X, yeah. But they spend a lot of time apart because of their careers. They both have to travel for their careers.
I almost understand it with young people, but not older people.
Well, okay, that's a good point. I found this online. This is a 15-year-old girl explaining why it's such a big deal.
For me, it feels like he's actually there. Like, I'm safe. I know there's nothing to worry about. And I know that there's someone that's always going to be there to talk to if I have a nightmare.
With that generation, I kind of get it.
Yeah, it makes sense for them.
Because they're not hearing anything positive. They're not given a lot of hope. All these things. They're scared. They've been through, COVID, and the end of the world is coming, and today there's constant fight. Doesn't seem like there's anything positive happening in the world for them. So they're looking for any way possible to feel safe and secure.
Yeah.
I still don't get it, but I can understand that thought process.
Yeah. But what is your 15-year-old boyfriend? He's like, hey, listen, I'm here to protect you.
Please don't kidnap her.
I'm gonna hang out. I gotta call your mom real fast.
Let me put my jewel down. I'll be right there.
She said in case of a nightmare. So he just needed him to be there to go.
Nightmare.
Hey, it's
15?
It's okay. Nightmare. Yeah, everybody has nightmares. You don't think 15-year-olds have nightmares?
Mm.
I mean, everybody can have a nightmare.
To wake up freaking out?
Yeah, you'd wake up like
At 15?
being chased by a monster.
Come on.
Is that something that older people do or younger people, Riggins?
What, nightmares?
Yeah.
You think it's only older people get nightmares, Riggins?
No, I think it's only children,
That's what I was
toddlers.
curious.
Oh, no, I think anybody can have a nightmare.
You
have a
wake up
scary
scared?
Dream. Yeah, you can have a scary dream.
Okay.
Like an animal toward people today. What is
Huh?
You're like an animal toward people today.
Am I?
People can be scared.
Okay.
Not everybody sleeps 8 hours a night.
What does that have to do with having a nightmare? I don't have nightmares.
You know, I don't know. I haven't had a nightmare in a long time. But it
Exactly.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to sleep to get nightmares. That makes sense.
Good point, Rob. Good point.
Ace and Friends.
They say there are only two things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Ace and Friends.
We got some sex in the movies. What's new to your phone that you probably really don't want to have on your phone? And a priest that's gotten a little out of control. So a few things you might find interesting. We'll run through these pretty fast. According to a recent survey, sex scenes in movies have decreased by almost 40% since the year 2000.
Yeah.
40%. In contrast, the number of movies without any sex has risen 50% since the year 2000. So half
sense.
as many movies have any sex in them at all. But they did point out that if there is a sex scene in a movie now, it tends to be way more graphic than it used to be.
Really?
Yeah. Brace yourself. You might find this interesting. Audio emojis are coming to phone calls. Google is rolling out audio emojis, which play a sound while you're talking on the phone. So I guess you could download this package into your phone and you just hit a button while you're talking and it will play different sounds. For example, they're going to have 6 to start. Clapping, the drum, and the poop emoji are 3 of the first 6. No word on everyone might get this.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, so for example, clapping, it will play a brief applause sound effect that both people can hear. The crying emoji will play that trombone noise. Wah, wah.
That's funny.
And the drum gives you the classic, that post joke.
Brother. Yeah, but you're on the phone and then you got to like look down back at your phone and like
I gotta
start
have that.
tapping
Plus,
things.
I'm just trying to talk to you, and I got sound effects now.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then the last thing you might find interesting today: there's a 51-year-old Catholic priest in Pennsylvania named Lawrence Kozak who allegedly used a church credit card to spend over $40,000 on power-ups in mobile games like Mario Kart Tour and Candy Crush. He spent $40,000 allegedly over 3 years. According to police, an accountant at the church discovered, quote, an astronomical amount of Apple transactions, end quote, on the church's credit card statements. They also found that he had used church funds to purchase items like a fire tablet for his goddaughter. It was hard to deny that one because the gift actually is signed. It's engraved on it, Love Uncle Larry. When the police first talked to him, he said he admitted to having a mobile game addiction, but that he denied intentionally using the church's funds.
I didn't do it on purpose.
He later said it is possible he accidentally used church funds to buy power-ups, saying he wasn't a details guy. He was sorry that he let it get to this point.
Yeah, you start crushing candy and time slips away from you. And
He's been removed from the church, and he's facing a ton of theft-related charges.
That'll do it. 40 grand? Yeah.
They need a new accountant. Like it took him 3 years to find.
Yeah, really.
That's a few things you might find interesting.
Coming up on Ace and Friends.
Ace and Friends. The hot new conspiracy theory about national and state parks. That is wild. Next.
More Ace and Friends coming up.
Our friend, the world famous Richard Toccato is here with us. And thank you so much for reaching out to Richard. He's telling us all the time about how many listeners are reaching out and saying, hey, show me about that refi. Let's do some stuff like that. That's the way you put it, though. Show me about that refi.
What you got about that refi? So the cool thing is Ace has said, we have a lot of options, and we have I'm doing refinances for people. We have people down in Greenville, North Carolina. We have them all at the beach at South Carolina. We have them in Charlotte. And the main thing is to refinance, make their finances better, take the stress of every month. If I save them $700 a month, $800 a month, it's a big deal for them.
Yeah, it's a real big deal. $700 a month. That's fantastic. And again, we've talked about this before. Richard's a broker. That's how he gets more options than a bank. He can do more. Just go to homewithrichard.com to get started. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
This is Ace and Friends.
I love a good conspiracy theory. I don't believe in many of them, but I do like to hear them. Yeah, I do enjoy, a little mini rabbit hole of conspiracy theories.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Here's the hot new one. And it revolves around the national and state parks. This video is going viral. Check this out.
Conspiracy time. I believe that some very heavily guarded secrets are located inside state and national parks. Hear me out. So I'm a supervisor at a state park. I have keys to almost every building. I have access code to almost every gate. I have access to places in the park that staff cannot fly drones over top this park, as well as many other parks. There is a very heavy undercover presence here, and I know that for a fact. There has been numerous times where large portions of the park were shut down due to archaeological reasons, and there has been numerous instances where certain parking lots were completely shut down and filled with National Guard and military vehicles. There are animals back here that are not supposed to be here. Like last year.
So this goes on for about another 2 minutes, and he makes a decent case right off the top.
He said he was working in a state park in Florida and walking around in the woods, saw a lemur. A lemur, they look like, kind of like monkeys. And he asked about it, and they said, well, don't worry about it. Forget you ever saw the lemur. He's like, what? They don't allow drones to fly over. He said people have reported to him walking through the woods in restricted sections where there's just staircases in the middle of the woods going down into the ground that they don't want anybody to know about. It's like, whatever they're doing, they know that this space is restricted. So it's like the safest place to do your dirty work.
Now, to be fair, we have no verification of anything that he said.
No, it's a conspiracy theory.
One guy's word saying what he's experienced while working at these parks.
I'm sure there's a perfectly logical reason why there's a lemur in the park in Florida. What are they doing out there? We don't know.
How often do you hope the conspiracy theory is true?
100% of the time.
Like, wouldn't you hope to find out, like, oh my God,
it's way more interesting.
They're
than
hiding
the
stuff
truth.
in national and state parks. Oh my God.
Sure. It's way more interesting with the conspiracy theory.
Fair enough.
The Illuminati, alien spacecraft.
The one that I don't hope is true is, I know it's not true. We've been to the moon. So I don't sweat that.
Oh, the moon.
Yeah. Have we though?
If there was going to be one, that would be the one. That would be very disappointing to find out. But
I don't know.
Yeah. Younger people don't believe we went to the moon.
Which is ridiculous. It's just dumb. But this is one that I kind of hope it's true, because then we get to find out what's there.
Yeah, what the heck is going on out there?
Yeah, just think about it though. Remember, that's the newest one, and I am all in to find out more.
More Ace and Friends coming up.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Ladies and gentlemen, we take pride in presenting.
This is Ace and Friends.
Time for another round of Normal or Nope. It's a very simple game. We share some scenarios that people have shared, and then determine whether or not that's normal or nope, it's not normal at all. For example, normal or nope. Drying yourself completely after a shower. My boyfriend only dries a little and says, quote, that's what clothes are for, end quote. But I argue that's what the towel is for. I can't stand the clothes sticking, and I think it's weird.
Yeah, that is gross.
Normal or nope?
No.
Why would you not fully dry yourself? What is the possible reason? Because she's right. Whatever you put on, throw your shirt on. If your back is wet,
That's what I think
to your
about.
back immediately.
Wet. Ugh.
Like, well, I will say that, you know, I take my showers really, really hot. Sometimes I can't get fully dry because it's just so moisture in the air. So, you know, that's a little different. But
yeah, but that's different because that's not intentional on your part. Correct. That's just the way life goes.
yeah, because that's what I get.
Yeah. The same thing. If I say I do cardio, we have an elliptical machine. Say I do cardio, and then I come in and jump in the shower. I have a hard time getting dry after that because I'm still sweating and all that kind of stuff. You know, it's difficult. I guess I'm a sweat hog. I don't know. Normal or nope? Rinsing your mouth out after brushing your teeth.
Yeah, I know you're not supposed to do this.
Yeah, I was told by my dentist that you're meant to just spit out the excess toothpaste and leave the rest on your teeth.
I'm not doing that.
No, my dentist never told me that.
Yeah.
And they rinse my mouth when they brush it.
Yeah.
They give me a rinse, like it's a rinse that you use. So I've always thought there's something in that rinse, maybe.
Yeah, like a Listerine or something.
Yeah.
I know that's a big common thing, but there's no way I'm not going to rinse my mouth out.
There are a lot of people that subscribe to that theory, though, that don't do that. I think that's more normal than we realize.
I'm not leaving it in my mouth.
No, it's gritty and
real quick, normal or nope? Cutting a pizza with scissors.
Yeah, that's actually is normal.
I've seen a few people do that, and I always thought it was stupid, but the pizza always looks perfectly cut.
Mm-hmm. I think they make pizza scissors too. Like they have a little edge that you can guide it with.
Yeah.
I think it's a thing.
But it's not as much fun as the roller.
I don't use a roller. I use a ulu.
A what?
A rocking knife. It's called a ulu.
Oh, like it's made like a teeter-totter kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I use to cut my pizza. I don't use the wheel one.
Rob got a ulu.
We're gonna
cutting up his frozen pizza with ulu.
So Emerald Lagasse.
More Ace and Friends coming up.
Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
Ace and Friends.
The power of advertising on Ace and Friends is at work right now with Tech D Rob. We just talked about pizza scissors a minute ago. And Rob, you've already looked them up?
Man, on Amazon, I can get a pair tomorrow for $5. I doubt it's a good quality pair of scissors. But
do you need a pair of pizza scissors?
I mean, I can never have too many ways to cut a pizza.
Good point. We just heard Rob kind of talking to himself in the other room. He's like, I need to get these pizza scissors. I need these. I need these.
Suddenly discovered I gotta keep these pizza scissors, man. I can get. Oh, and then you hear him go, "This is only $5."
Oh, $5. I can have them here tomorrow. I need these now. I need these in 24 hours.
I mean, are you making pizza from scratch, or what are you doing?
Before the sun rises, I need to have these pizza scissors.
Why can't I get same day delivery?
Yeah, and then he said, "Yeah, you can't have too many ways to cut a pizza." I disagree. I think you need a pizza cutter.
I just need one.
Oh hell! I just found a ulu knife like I was talking about before, but it looks like an axe.
Oh, that's cool. What else do you use that thing for besides cutting a pizza?
I think that's it.
Just that?
Yeah. And I have like 3 of them.
What?
Look, man, they sometimes need more.
Oh my God.
So like if one's dirty in the sink or in the the dishes or whatever, and I need another one. I mean, I have pizza multiple times a week. So.
Yeah, you wouldn't just wash off the one? I mean, it's just a knife. Can't take more than 10 seconds, 5 seconds to wash off.
But it's so much easier to just grab another one.
3 pizza cutters.
3 ulus. We don't know. Do you have other pizza cutters?
Yeah. Meredith has a roller one, but she's stuck.
4 pizza cutters. Oh my God. The pizza intake going on in that house is wild. Because one might be in the sink and I already have to have another pizza.
I could have 2 pizzas in one day. You never know.
Wow. That sounds awesome.
You're not making it from scratch, are you?
I have before.
You have? Okay.
But it's too much work.
Right. So is it mainly just frozen pizza?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like if you order pizza and it's not, they don't cut it all the way through.
Yeah, sometimes it's not cut all the way through. I get it.
Wow. What? What's wrong here? What's the
I don't know. If I love pizza that much where I could eat them like twice a day, I would find like the best pizza I could have.
Yeah.
If I was eating it that much, and if it's like making your own pizza, I would find a way to make a pizza, I think.
I think the hardest part of making my own pizza is the dough part because I don't like the store-bought doughs.
Oh.
And I don't want to make it myself. I don't want yeast in
Wouldn't the frozen pizza be store-bought dough?
Yeah, but I'm just saying like the extra work that went into making the dough for that one was not worth it.
Okay. 4 pizza cutters, you say? Since I'm stuck on that.
More Ace and Friends coming up.
All right, look at us back here again with Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Company. You like that, don't you?
Well, it's really Ricardo.
So we tell you all about Richard all the time about what he can do for you, especially when it comes to this instant equity in your home.
Yeah, the instant equity thing is just awesome. You get an offer. I don't have to hard pull your credit. I don't even need your social security number. It's simple. We make you an offer. You can move it. You can, if you want to get less or you want to do the terms different. It's so easy. It's all electronic. You can close the same day. Get your money 4 days later. We have a lot of listeners calling in, taking care of debt that way. We have people adding, backyard barbecues, whatever they need.
Now, listen to that. You call in, they set it up, your money's there 4 days later. It's all done essentially in one day, and you're just waiting on the cash. It doesn't get any better or any easier than that. And it all starts by going to homewithrichard.com. That's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Ladies and gentlemen, we take pride in presenting...
This is Ace and Friends.
Having a baby is an exciting time, not just for, the couple having the child, but the rest of the family gets super excited, as well they should. They get excited to share in this opportunity. So let me paint you a picture here from this viral TikTok to make sure you're aware of what's happening. There are 5 or 6 family members standing around a counter. One of them is scratch off lottery tickets when this woman decides to tell everybody that she is pregnant.
What do you think?
So that means...
Are you having a baby? Are you having a baby? I don't know why. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? We just got done talking about that. I'm so excited.
And she's just sitting there,
she hulks out a little bit.
Are you having a baby? Are you having a baby?
Good Lord.
That's wild.
Isn't that crazy?
And she's the only one that reacts by screaming.
Yeah.
Everybody else is like, oh my gosh.
What do you think?
So that means...
Are you having a baby? Are you having a baby?
What in the world? It's crazy. She's like a little woman too.
And everybody else runs to hug them and all that. And she's like, are you having a baby? And she's just standing there. Are you having a baby?
Goodness gracious.
Are you having a baby? But what a great video to have, for a keepsake.
Absolutely.
For the entire family.
33 and 33, it says we're
One more
having a
time. This
baby.
is so good.
What do you think?
So that means...
Are you having a baby? Are you having a baby?
Ace and Friends.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
Ace and Friends.
Oh, Riggins just told us something that's kind of odd. You love a baby announcement?
Oh my God. I will watch hours. My favorite ones or when the grandparents or the siblings come into the room.
Yep.
And the baby's there in the little incubator thing, and they go, "We have one more surprise." And they bring out the other one, and it's twins, and the whole family finds out right then in the hospital room, or God, or if there's two more, and they just freak out. Those are amazing. The other amazing ones are the grandparents coming in the room, and they go look at his name. And the grandparents walk over, and it's named after the grandmother or the grandfather.
Yeah.
Those are incredible. Yeah. But the twin surprise, quadruplets, triplets, those are fantastic. I'll watch every one of them.
My favorite surprises there are two of them right now, and one is when the adopted child takes
the name
the name of the adopted parent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
those are amazing.
And the other one is when walk-ons get a scholarship.
Yeah.
In college football. It's mainly college football. I think those are fantastic because everybody on the team gets so excited for this person who's earned his way on to getting this scholarship because it's a huge moment for his entire family. So it's always a big deal.
Yeah.
All right. So we've reached the end of another great episode of Ace and Friends, or at least a so-so episode. Teddy Rob, your favorite thing from today's edition of Ace and Friends?
I like the accents that we were doing a little earlier.
Okay. That was fun.
That was good.
Riggins, your favorite thing, which I believe is going to be mine as well.
Finding out Rob has four pizza cutters.
Pizza cutters.
I mean, what is going on?
Yeah.
He's got a hot dog toaster, 4 pizza cutters, just wacky stuff going on in that house.
And by tomorrow, thanks to Amazon, he'll have 5 because he ordered those pizza scissors a minute ago.
Because, quote, you can't ever have enough pizza cutters.
So he'll have 3 Ulus, which I'm proud that I now know that thing's called an Ulu. I didn't know. I was like a cutting seesaw.
Yeah.
So he got 3 Ulus, the pizza roller, and now pizza scissors.
Hell yeah.
Just all day cutting up pizza.
Yeah. I'm going to cut up a pizza when I get home.
How many pizzas a week are you eating to have that many pizza cutters?
It used to be a much larger number.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. But what is it now?
Maybe 1 a week.
Okay. What at its peak, what was it?
Maybe 5 a week.
I mean, it's not as bad as I would have thought.
But you had multiple pizzas in a day.
I would eat pizza multiple times in a day. I would just snack on the same pizza most of them.
Okay.
Potentially, probably.
Well, pizza man, pizza lover. Man, nothing wrong with pizza. I mean, who doesn't love pizza?
Pizza and burgers are the best. But
Amen. We'll see you tomorrow.
More Ace and Friends coming up.